Morning, everybody. This is Troy Good coming to you from West Kentucky on a cold and wet day, and we've got a busy day today. We've got all our normal chores to do, and we're going to try to squeeze in about 2 days worth of work in one, but all these problems have come to us by way of excuses. My neighbor, he's a good man, but he sold all his cows and except for 2, and they were too wild for him to handle, and we'd been offering to go catch them for him back when the days was longer and the ground was hard, but he had excuses why he didn't need us to come then. Well, they broke out of his place and they're over on me, and he's a good man, a good neighbor, so we're gonna deal with them for him. It's my place, it's my problems now, but now the days are short and the ground is soft, and we've had excuses why we hadn't caught them yet. Well, last night they got out of me and got over on the neighbor, and I noticed my fences look bad, and I've had excuses for that. I've got excuse after excuse after excuse that led up to a hard day's worth of work today that I hope ends with getting these cows in. But anyway, my life has been marked by excuses. I guess mankind's life has been marked by excuses. I'm even getting tired of hearing my own, but I wonder at this point in the game, how tired is God of excuses? If we look back at our Bible, many of our Bible legends came to us by way of excuses. God came to Moses and wanted him to approach Pharaoh and tell him to let my people go. And Moses said, you know, I'm not royalty. Pharaoh won't listen to me. The Egyptians know I'm not one of them. The Israelites, my own people, don't like me. Moses himself had a speech impediment, but God said, these are just excuses, Moses. I need you to go talk to Pharaoh. Well, when Moses finally got to Pharaoh, the excuses didn't matter anymore because God did the talking. Aaron threw his staff on the ground and it turned into a snake, and Pharaoh's magic men threw their sticks on the ground and they turned into snakes. With the difference being, Aaron's snake killed and ate every other snake in the room. See, God did the talking. When Saul was struck down on the road to Damascus with blindness, God wanted a great prophet, a man of God named Ananias, to go to him and heal him. And Ananias didn't want to go because Saul's full-time day job was persecuting Christians. To Ananias, as long as Saul's laying there blind, he's not a problem. But what Ananias didn't know was God's plans for Saul. Saul becomes Paul. Paul writes approximately half of the New Testament. Gideon, God wanted Gideon to fight 20,000 Midianites. And Gideon said, I'm too poor. Well, what if being poor got us out of serving God? You see, our life is marked with excuses. We have excuses for everything. Everything that comes up, we've got a good reason to get out of it. I would like to know what we would say if God came to us and said, I notice your marriage is failing. Can I help? We say, well, we've fallen out of love. We're too broken. You can't fix us. Nothing's so broken, God can't fix it. If God came to one of us and said, I notice you never share the gospel. I notice you never tell anybody about me. Would you start? Well, I would, Lord, but people don't want to hear. And if you're not currently aware of that, you're not sharing God's love with others, because people will shut you down in a Hollywood minute if you try to share God with them. But what if God came to us and said, I noticed you're washed in sin. It seems to permeate every area of your life. I'm afraid if you died today, you would taste a sinner's death. Can I help? We'd say, yes, please. You see, we want the grace, we want the mercy, we want the salvation, but we don't want the commitment. For the commitment, we have excuses. I would encourage you today not to let excuses rule your life anymore. If you've been putting off trusting God, start today. If you've been putting off trusting Jesus with your salvation, turn to him today. I would encourage you to find the church of your choice this Sunday. You can come see us at the Christian County Cowboy Church at 10 o'clock, or you can probably catch me at a rodeo somewhere, Narrow Trail Ministries. I preach all over Kentucky and Tennessee and Illinois. Thank you for joining us.